for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing station to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and now looking down on us, please, we help them.
Lost their land. They've gained access to
Unless it receives communion to go to Adam's Veil.
What I say, the great difference between savage.
Out of it that way.
They live animals. They're happy.
Not only will now have more father, I heard that we will be able.
No, angels.
Nearly 10. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jay.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor. He's so good with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after. I don't want judgmental. This state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. Without us.
The Johns have made a lot, and he has a lot of friends.
This Bush isn't every. There are many cannot, but
That money can buy voters, though.
Must remember is that we've been brought here to the word. And the word and they are the same thing. The gift. It is the we have. It's to people who are and who each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they seem to be the same thing.
Jenny, it is confusing. But you ask me. You know.
well, we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Mexico rising up, power getting light. Feel too good. Marston, over here. You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
Hey, my friend. Pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horse saddled up and ready out front.
Coming our way.
All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Thing to happen at Cooper's was my week on the bed wagon, Aaron.
If you say so. I ain't much of a fella for gossip.
I guess I could probably go.
See, on the Spurs now, we don't need to draw attention. Whoa there.
Yep.
Hello. Yeah, yeah. Let's go, Mr. Marston. No need. So it's Port Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody port in a long time. Strange place for a decent want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
That was a decent fella.
It's been a for years now. Folks say it was built in the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then? Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had off to fight Indians. Maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the...
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around horse these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an old serrated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a company, but...
Well, he ain't been for a long time. Come on.
Planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drink to pull up with.
I'm a married man, afraid.
Ain't we all? Giddy up. Yeah. Oh, it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right. Yeah.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you to know these I do. Not now. You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill.
Slow up.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go. Bill! Bill, I've come for you. Bill Wilson! Come out now!
Wait, no. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. You see my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Well, hello. Hello.
Hey there. Well, hello there.
Well, hello.
Hey there.
¿Qué tal?
Well, hello there.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Come on!
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with a store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Let's go!
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished. I don't have time to be waiting around.
Come on!
Come on, boys. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Whoa! Try to keep up, will you? And here we are, back at the let's a while before.
You'll get him, Miss McFarland.
Eat now.
Let's go!
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight. Are you bored of the ranch already? You'll only get lost. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot in a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can for a while. Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around. Right. Follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Go!
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all. Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pop. Whoa! I can smell that rabbit. Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Let's get back on the horses and see what else is going on. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure. Come on!
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals! Nice shot! Whoa there!
Whoa! Come on!
Hurry! I bet they're going straight for the chicken That's it! Damn coyotes! Yes, you got one! You handled yourself well. I thought we were gonna lose the chickens for sure.
Let's go!
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
How do you do, sir?
Say what you like about Drew McFarland, but he may... Those folks in Thieves Landing have been sniffing around here again.
Come!
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you tell me how you met that Bill Williamson, or you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts. Giddy up!
Let's go!
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Yeah.
This is gonna be close!
Let's go. Easy. Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with Mr. Williams.
I just, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you best, Mr. Marston.
Let's go. Slow it up now. Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
On what? You getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Come on then, Marston. Follow me. Howdy, friend.
So who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
Hello there. There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into. Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Let's go! If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. A few days of totality, and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Spring, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
Go!
Come on.
Yeah! Come on!
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! Work our way up this hill.
Take cover behind that wagon to your right. Behind the crate, Marston. Smoke him up. You ain't killing. You ain't getting away this time. Get to that crate. I got you covered.
Not so tough now, are you?
That fool behind the rock is yours, Marston.
I'll kill every last one of you.
You ain't getting there, Walton. I got you, boy. Make a move for that pole.
Are you gonna die now?
That way!
What have we got here?
Look out! There's one behind the outhouse! Help me here!
I'll kill you.
Take cover behind the outhouse! Careful, there may be more of them!
You boys just ain't that tough.
Stay with me!
You couldn't hit a bull's ass with a bag full of banjos.
You ain't gonna leave here walking, friend!
That's Walt inside the house! Let's see if we can take him alive!
Excuse me, boy. I'd have preferred it, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. At least we got the son of a bitch.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no police marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah! Yeah!
See what you got. Let's make this quick.
Hello, 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. People from Dade County, to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshal! Marshal! Marshal, I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty person last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land. Not far now. Eyes open, boys.
Let's go.
Everybody dismount and follow me. Head for the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches. Damn! Those bastards were waiting for us! My God! Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boy? You got one!
That's it.
Okay, boys, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. Marston, you can come with me or go with them. Hellfire!
Stop falling behind. We gotta push forward.
Come on then, Marston. Just make sure you don't slow me down. Couple of the rat bastards. Surrender, or I'll kill you all! That'll do it. Come on, let's keep moving.
If it ain't me, it's someone else.
There's our boys on the other side. Watch out! More of the bastards!
You scared like a long
You better surrender! You hear? Come on, Marston! I can't take them all by myself!
Too close!
All right, let's move down and take those bastards in the camp. Come on! Let's get these sons of bitches! I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air! Let's clear out Pike's Basin once and for all! There's one more for the vultures. Nice shot! Good shooting, Marston. Looks like there's some ammunition lying about if you need it. I'll meet you up on the ridge.
Wait up, Marston! We need to stick together!
Can I have this?
Let's push it. Watch out. Looks like there's a couple of snipers over there. Sniper! Press and steady now. Don't leave yourself open. Come on! Give them hell! Help me out here, will you?
Pants on! Look out! Come on, boy!
Let's push on. Sounds like the deputies could use a hand.
God damn it!
Look out! There are them snipers! Follow me! Tell the bollards to give themselves up, or we'll kill every last one of you! Good shooting, boy!
This way!
Get those thieving bastards!
Oh my God!
Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boy? Stay with me! Come on! Let's get these sons of bitches! I can hear more gunshots. Quick, let's get this. This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's try to sneak up on them. The closer we are, the less chance they have of making a run for it.
Fire at will, boys! Try to keep them captain hostages alive!
Put down your guns and surrender! Christ alive!
This way!
Let's clear out Pike's Basin once and for all!
Shallow without a reason, boy.
Rest in peace, my friend.
Looks like the bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages freed.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
You'd say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss sale. Who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Oh, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman.
Take the driver's seat. Come on. Is there a problem, Mr. Marston? Can we get going? You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not...
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately as a personality.
I just know there are two ways to argue and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I'm dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so, kind of...
Your toes-looking arm of yours right now. So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
How y'all doing?
Not feeling ill, I hope.
I won't
Need
sell
some laudanum?
ornaments to them thugs, whatever the profits may be.
Hello, friend.
You need something for that gout? That helps.
The marshal may as well hand it over to them thugs for all he does to stop them.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Good to see you again.
Howdy.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Hello there. You'd have to be $1 to believe that.
Don't mess with me! This ain't real, is it? What are you waiting for? Climb aboard.
If I wasn't going to hell before, I am now.
Well, I never. Scum liquor!
Good to see you're still walking after that poke game. Next week, I'm gonna start making my own goddamn meal.
No surprises there.
Oh, how she was calling me that hanger.
Let's go. Now keep those hands where I can see them. This is getting real nasty. here now. Tough one, ain't you? Let's go.
Found that no good piece of dirt. Thank you.
I'm a terrible mother. Oh, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
I hear there was a big shootout.
He's just a young boy.
Surely not.
I'm begging you. Please find
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
this way.
Well, howdy.
Excuse me, friend. Mind if I rest up at your camp a spell?
Well, it'd be my pleasure. Man needs a break from this desiccated land.
Thank you, mister. Say, what's that stick you got there?
Oh. Y'all ain't never seen a dowsing rod before, mister? Never seen a man summon the water up from the bare earth? Mr.
Marston.
Ah.
No, can't say I have. It's water you're looking for. What's wrong with that lake over there?
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with Lake Don Julio. Nothing wrong with it, but we lack the fancy irrigation equipment you folks have back east. So, man needs a wellspring on his property to ranch here.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Why, you know, just last week, I was over at old Pleasant's house. Now, I think I may have found something, but old coot that owns the place threatened to call the law down on me, so...
People act funny around strange men with sticks.
They sure do. Damn fools. Bet you he don't even know how much water's running underneath his property.
You want me to tell him?
What? You ain't that stupid, mister. And I can tell. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go get the old man to sell us his property for a small pittance? Then I can find the source of the water, build us a proper wellspring.
Maybe I will.
Well, all right then.
This is dirty. Come on!
Damn!
Come and get it then, friend!
Get it!
Sorry about this, partner. That's a good kill.
You saved my life, mister. Here, please take this.
I was just in the right place at the right time. Careful, partner.
Sorry. Wait a minute.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
This is private property.
Howdy, friend. I didn't know anyone lived out here. Whoa!
Now you can't rob the place now, can you? Now get!
Friendly old bastard, ain't you?
I don't need me no friends, friend.
We all need friends, old-timer. We die alone, but we live among men. You know, I was interested in moving out this way with my family. Would you be willing to sell me a parcel of land? We wouldn't even have to speak or nothing.
Land's too dry for farming. Bandits run all the cattle off. Why you want this land?
I guess I just like the scenery.
Well, I don't know. Maybe for $200 I could give you the deed to this land, find myself a place up in Blackwater. Although I never could stand the people down there. No, sir. $200, partner. Take it or leave it. Why don't you come back when you got the money? Make up your mind. I ain't got all day.
Let's go! Yeah!
life's over. Mister, she's gone.
Who is?
My wife, she's gone. She went out picking mushrooms in the hills near Hanging Rock, and they got her. The stories are true.
What'd the police do about it?
Oh, about as much as you'd expect. Made me fill out a form. Beryl ain't strong, but she's a good girl.
I'll see what I can do.
Will you go look for her? I'm losing my mind here.
Come on. That's one.
They're about to have a buddy, and he ain't done nothing wrong. You gotta help.
Come on. Stop doing that. Let's go! Let's go! Whoa there! Come on! Let's go! Yeah. Yeah. Slow down. Whoa there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now it's 2-on-2, Norman. Now what, mister? Come on. Whoa! Easy. Come on, easy up now. Whoa! Let's go! Let's go! Go!
Some roundabouts for plants I'm light on. Here's the deal. Whichever one of us gets back here first with the right plants wins on the bet.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, You'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word, what a difficult lift.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure, and I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows? Yeah! Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
You should learn to ride before you learn to herd.
Come on!
Whoa there! All right, let's see if you can herd cows as well as you can charm humanity.
Come on!
Drive them down the road, Mr. Marston.
Let's go!
Get right at them. Drive it this way. Come on, boys.
Let's go! Slow down! Whoa, whoa! Slow it up now. Come on!
Marston! Nail it down!
Good. Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing. Swing back and forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight.
Go! Come on!
Watch for the runner.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Come on, Annabelle.
That miracle tonic makes your chestnuts bleed. Better watch it. Hello. I heard Mr. Wilson's got a damn tiger up in his barn. Tiger.
The things you say. Honest.
Charlie Mash! I'm here to collect on a bounty! I hope you got money for a funeral! Excuse me, partner. I ain't getting fresh. Let's go. Let's go.
Much appreciated.
¿Qué tal?
Thank you.